Let's start out by talking about your movement when peeking. Your goal when peeking should be to make your peeks as fast as possible. This means you should never be holding Shift when you peek, and you should only be using the A and D keys when you peek. Never hold W when peeking. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. You also want to avoid making noise when you peek though too. This might sound weird, we get it, but how do you peek as fast as possible without making noise? Well, Valorant is nice enough to give you a few free steps after moving where you don't actually make any sound at all. Take a listen here. Notice how this player swung out from the angle without making a single sound. This was a very fast peek, and this is how you want to peek most angles. You'll even see professional players implement a peeking method called slicing the pie to abuse these fast peeks. Slicing the pie is great because it lets you peek multiple angles rather quickly without making any noise. It's important to practice this because you'll do this in every single Valorant match when playing correctly. You need to be able to clear angles silently. Otherwise, you'll be giving the enemy teams a warning that you're coming for them. And just one poorly timed footstep in Valorant can be enough to throw an entire round in Valorant. Take a look at this round from a premier round King played recently.
Oh, one here. Ready? Swing. 2, 1. I'm a flash down. Tink, 78.
It might not seem like a lot here, but this one footstep helped not only the enemy KO prepare for this fight, but also the enemy Omen in tiles. If King comes out with just one extra player right here, they likely win the round. But because of this footstep, it gives the enemies an extra second to prepare for the fight, almost losing them the round completely. Now, accidents happen, we get it, but had he practiced his peeks a bit more before this, they might actually come out ahead on this pistol. Take a look at some of our Smurf commentaries and get a rhythm for how the coaches move around the maps. If you're full sprinting everywhere, you're doing it wrong. In the next section, we'll be breaking down some other great gunfighting mechanics you can start applying instantly in your next match. Stay tuned.